Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Vickie with VJ Designs. I thought I would try and make a video today. So far, I'm doing pretty good. As most of you know, I'm recouping from shoulder surgery, and last couple days, pain level's been pretty up there, but it's fine now. It's like at a 1, between 0 and 1 right now. So those pain pills help. I don't like taking those very much though. So anyway, God is good. He's helping me through it. So okay, what I thought I would try to do is put a kit together for a basic journal. And I don't have fancy papers, and I don't want to put other people's fancy papers in here to sell. That would not be right. But what I do have in here are from books and things that I have, and I do have some of my own digitals of coffee dyed paper. So I think there are enough pages in here to actually make a journal. But if not, you could add whatever digitals you wanted and add these pages to them. It would be a nice journal. And the theme of this one is like pinks and purples and green. It's more of a spring or summer theme, but I just want to go through here and show you what I have. These are words that I do sell on Etsy. This is like half of a set, and there's 5 words stamped: inspire, blessed, dream, love, and well, let me just here. I've got a set here. So these are stamped on a linen. There's inspire, blessed, dream, laugh, and love. And these are so popular. I'm amazed. I can't hardly keep up with them, but anyway, so here's 5 of them, just what I showed you in here. And then I also have a stamped butterfly, and there's a couple die cut butterflies in here in the same color scheme. Okay, so there's those. And I've got in here, I've got buttons. Sorry if there's a glare. I've got two charms, a butterfly and a cross. There's a flower that I made a while back. And then this is a negative of a die cut butterfly that I just included in there also, because those are fun to use. If you watched one of my very first videos, I talked about using negatives from die cuts and punches. So there's that. In this package, I've got all these pieces of ribbon and trim are like 18 inches. So there's 2 different types of white. There's an off-white trim, and there's a pink ribbon. And then this is a piece of trim and lace that I got from, what's the name of her channel? Dream Crafts Kim, I think is what it's called. I will find the link and put it in my description box. She has amazing trims and laces if you're into that. Then there's a couple of these little roses for embellishment, and then there is a strip of ribbon in here that says live, laugh and love. And then I put some bling in here also. And this one, oh, and there's this little container that has, oh, let me just show you. It has these half flat back pearls, kind of a purple color and pinks. So that's what's in here. And we'll show you this lace. It's so pretty, and you can use it as it is. There's at least 5 inches there. There's almost 8 inches, or you can cut it in individual pieces or two to decorate, you know, your ephemera. And then this is just a piece of the lace. This is a section, and it goes on. And so again, you can cut just the flower out, or you can cut this whole piece here. You can use just this one or that piece. So, or you can use the whole thing. And they're amazing. And I'm not big into laces, but, oh, it's Angel Dream Crafts Kim. And that's the name of her channel, but I will put it below in my description box. Okay, so that's what's in that little goodie bag. And then this one has papered clips, pink and dark pink. It's got 4 bulb pens, 6 bulb pens in there. There's 2 brads that have decorative heads, pink. And there's a couple other paper clips, spiral paper clips that are pink. And then there's some pink and purple sequins and some little cutouts. There's a few hearts. I think these were like sequins. They're big. And then I have 2 wax seals in here. One is, I think they might both be one is a rose, I think. Come on. The problem with putting stuff in these little bags, they're hard to get out. Okay, so they're not perfect, but they're great to put in your journals. So they're both butterflies. I don't know if you can see it. This one's a little bit better. Okay, so that's what's in that little goodie bag. And then I put 2 of my snippets that I made. You can see I did a video on making these also, I think. If I didn't, I will. But these I made. I put in a couple pink index cards. This is a card out of a box that I got somewhere. I think I got it at a thrift store. They're called prayer cards, and has a scripture on it. And this is all in that color palette. And then I included these 2 napkins. These are gorgeous. I love these. And this is a linen type paper like you would use in the olden days to type out, you know, resumes or whatever. It's kind of a linen color, and I took 1 sheet of it. Well, this was one big sheet, 8.5 by 11. So I cut it in half, and I just folded that one. And then this one, I used my decorative scissors around it, so it's kind of a decorative page. And I'm not going to fold some of these because you can you can put that in your journal just like this if you want, just to write on, or you can fold it in half if you want, put it in as a page. Okay, I've got these two little white doilies, paper doilies. These are really cute, and I'm not sure where I got these. I might have gotten these at a thrift store also, and I really need to find some more this size because I love these. This is a belly band that I made out of a window envelope, and I think this is a belly band that I made in one of my previous first few videos that I did. Well, sorry, there's a glare on that, but that kind of goes along with the theme, the colors. This also I used in one of my videos. This is like, I have a huge roll of this, and so this is wrapped around a big life journal card about 5 times, and it's kind of like gold leafing. So it's on one of the videos that I did showing how I recycle cards, and it's so easy to use. You just put your glue stick down where you want to use it, and then put it this side up over and just rub on it, and when you lift it up, it just leaves this beautiful blue, and this goes a long way. So I wanted to include some of this, and there's some more life journal cards kind of in that same color palette. Put it in there. Okay, and so these are books that I've picked up at thrift stores or whatever. This was an expense book, so I just tore out a couple of the pages from that, including those. And this is from a lesson plan book that I also picked up at a yard or thrift store. And these are kind of long, so what I do with them is I might fold up one section of this on the bottom and make a pocket. But I'm trying not to fold them as much as possible, so you can do with it what you want. This one I did fold, but of course this is a large paper doily, and I coffee dyed it, so I'm including that in here also. This would be pretty to use on a journal cover, part of it, or just use it in your journal as a page. And if it's too long, just fold over the ends like this, and then fold it, and you've got kind of a ready-made pocket there. So anyway, there's that. And then this piece of graph paper. And these are my digitals that I made of coffee dyed paper. So, and I printed on both sides, so you can just stick these in and use these as pages. They're ready to go. So there's that one. That one. This one. This one, I really love the way this one turned out. Okay, and then this page. And this is a stencil that I had laid on top of that. So that's how that happened. And then here, after it kind of dried, I just dripped on some more coffee. That's how those spots got on there. Okay, and then this is just colored like copy paper weight. Purple. I had gotten a whole ream at one point thinking it was cardstock, and it was copy paper weight. It was only like 20 pounds, but I've been using it and using it. It's awesome. It really works well. And the journals, when you have those colors, I've got purple, green, blue, 2 different colors of blue. So it's been really great. So here's a page of that music paper, just plain. And then I'm putting in a couple pages from a, what do you call these? I can't think of it. The name always escapes me, but these are too long also. So you would just cut them off. You can either just cut them straight and make a page, or fold them in half like this and just put them in as a short page. But you have to, this is kind of upside down, I guess. You would have to fold it up so it would fit lengthways and then make a pocket, okay? So however you want to use these, there's those. And then I had bought, again, from a thrift store, I picked up a couple adult coloring books. So I included these pages in there. I have put these in several of my journals, and I just fold the pages in half like that and using them as a page. And then on the back, I just take a stencil because I don't really like white pages. So I just take a stencil and put it on the back, but you can do whatever you want. You can cut it up and use it, pieces of it, or however you want to use it, but I didn't want to fold it. Same way with this one. This kind of looks like a quilt. So you can use that however you want to. Also, you could cut it here, use the first 2 sections, fold it over as a page. Or if you're making a tall journal, I suppose you could just use it like that. Or cut it up into pieces and use those, whatever you want to do. And this page also, I didn't want to fold that, but that would make a pretty page folded like that. But again, it's going to be too long. So maybe if you fussy cut around and made a circle and then folded it, it would be kind of cool to do that. However you want to use that. So there is my journal kit. You guys, please tell me if this is anything that you would remotely be interested in, or you think people would be interested in. Like I said, it's kind of a basic one. I didn't, these are all items that I have. And so I think for people especially who are just starting out, maybe making journals, don't know what to use, I tried to put everything in here that would go really well in the journal. So there it is. And this is going to be in my Etsy shop. All right. Good to talk to you guys. And I probably won't be making much more videos for the next couple weeks anyway, because I've got several ahead, at least I think till the 9th of October. So, but I just wanted to get that out there and see what you guys thought. Please leave me comments, hit that like button, and let me know what you think. All right. Talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.